Hey, what's up, guys? This morning we're going to do a music review. This is the new record from my favorite band, Nothing. They're a Philadelphia shoegaze band that is signed to Relapse Records, which is traditionally a metal label, but Cloakroom and Nothing are there, and they are heavy shoegaze bands. For those uninformed with their music, I've been to see Nothing 4 times. 3 times in Philadelphia and once in Portland, Oregon. So the album we're reviewing today, it's called The Great Dismal. It's inspired by a lot of nihilistic thoughts, I guess, that Dominic Palermo is having. I know that he wrote this under the photograph of the black hole that was taken recently. So this album, it starts off very, very slow. The slowest track begins the album. It was a very interesting choice. The track is called A Fabricated Life, and it involves strings. The tempo is very, very slow, but the lyrics are beautiful. It's got a nice steady build-up. No heavy crashing guitars, which is what you would expect out of Nothing. Obviously, I've got their prior records here. Dance on the Blacktop, Tired of Tomorrow, and Guilty of Everything. If I want to try to liken the songs to something else that maybe you've heard that could tell you what to expect, and for A Fabricated Life on the new album, it's a lot like Tired of Tomorrow, which was the last track on Tired of Tomorrow. And it's very slow, very brooding. And the lineup for Nothing is a little bit different this time around. I know that, or I think that Nick Bassett was still the bassist when they got started on Dance on the Blacktop, and he actually has some songwriting credits on The Great Dismal. So I think he's still definitely a part of Nothing in one shape or another. One notable exception, the guitarist Brandon Seta I don't believe he's involved at all in The Great Dismal, like he's been involved on all of Nothing's projects in the past. I've seen him at every concert I've been to, except for the last one in Portland where Doyle from Cloakroom was doing guitar in his place. Moving back to the songs, I want to make this kind of quick on this video today. The song Say Less was the first single off the record, and that one, the first thing I noticed was very, very tight drums. Very tight drums from Kyle. It struck me as sounding a lot like 9 Inch Nails, very industrial, very tight composition, almost electronic sounding, and that only lets up during the chorus, where you can hear the whammy, the whammy bar kind of style of Nothing, and the heavy reverb. Great single. I love the lyrics. I love the chorus, and Dominic's vocals are definitely on point in this album. They do tend to get. It's kind of a little monotonous because I know he traded off vocal duties with Brandon in the past, and from what I've seen in concert, he's doing that with Doyle too, at least on stage. So the next one we got April Haha, which they've made into, I believe, a single with a video. This one's great. I know they have a guest vocal appearance from a member of the Philly scene. The lyric, isn't it strange watching people try to run from rain? Really cool, very, very heavy song. Not unlike what you'd hear on Dance on the Blacktop or from the other records. So let's get to the next one. It's Catch a Fade. This one, I've seen people talking online that this one to them sounds a lot like Weezer. It's very not pop punk, what would you say? Maybe just straight alternative. It's got a very Weezer sounding guitar outro, and it reminds me, what's the track on Dance on the Blacktop? It's You Wind Me Up. It reminds me of that song a lot, where it's actually uplifting almost, even though it's um, one of the lyrics is I'll tie one off. So it's about drug use, clearly, catch a fade, but it's got a very pleasant sound, which is refreshing for nothing, which they kind of slam you constantly with noise, which is what I love about them. Going to their concerts, I haven't left ever without nearly permanent hearing damage. So, very cool song, Catch a Fade. The next one, Famine Asylum, they've made this into a single too. This one, I gotta say, the first thing that struck me was that it sounds like the Deftones, like Around the Fur era Deftones. It'll hit you with that immediately. You'll have to see what I mean. And I love, they do a part at the end where it's like, it's the guitar kind of melody or the riff that they're playing. They take it up an octave higher at the end. And I just thought it was cool. Like it really broke up the song and made it more interesting. The next one, Bernie Sanders. This one is a strange entry for nothing. It borders on psychedelia. Despite the song title, it seems to have nothing to do with the politician, Bernie Sanders. I can't remember what Dominic said it was about. I think it was a foreign trip that he took. It's just psychedelic. It's weird, kind of lacks any song structure, but it just flows, and it's another one of their singles that has a video from the album, and it's interesting. That's all I can say. It's like nothing you've heard from nothing. My favorite track, we're on this one now, In Blueberry Memories. This one quickly just pummels. Like it goes from a very reverby start to just crushing, pummeling. Paradise is always somewhere. Paradise is somewhere else. An incredible song. I love the lyrics. They don't really make any sense, but for some reason they click in your brain. An ode to beekeepers and dead pyramids. Just a strange second verse. I thought this was far and away the best song on the album. And it's followed by Blue Mecha, which I've gotten the feeling from a lot of Nothing songs in the past that they're kind of like double songs, like side A, side B, and this strikes me as one of them. Blue Mecha kind of falls on the coattails of In Blueberry Memories, which ends with this reverberating, not just reverb guitars, but Nicki's vocals reverberating in the background of the outro to In Blueberry Memories, and it goes right into Blue Mecha, which it's like swimming. It's like being underwater almost. The reverb is so heavy in this one, and it kind of floats for a while without making much of a statement. The phrase that keeps coming up is "Tomorrow is a long way down." You almost feel like you're being pushed underwater, and near, I think it's like 2/3 through the song, it just crashes. The whole damn ceiling falls down with just thunderous distortion. Yeah, I love these two songs. I really wait for them to come on when I'm listening to this record. They're the best to me. And I gotta say, just from a critical standpoint, the last two songs, Just a Story and Ask the Rust, I feel like the album kind of peters out at this point, and that's me being a loving follower of this band and really critiquing this album like I would any of their others. I feel like especially Dance on the Blacktop and Tired of Tomorrow also did this, because hope is just another word with a hole in it. And the song Tired of Tomorrow and even Our Plague never resonated with me. They kind of lost me at the end, whereas I feel like all of Nothing's albums are really front-packed. Like the good stuff seems to be at the front. That is different on Guilty of Everything, where I can't follow a single song on this record. It's a masterpiece. Guilty of Everything, the last song on it, is one of my favorites. I wish I could see them perform it live, because every time I see them, they do B&E, and I was so happy the last time they played Somersault in Portland. I'd never seen them play that before, so that was cool. Yeah, that's the last two songs on the Great Dismal. I didn't they didn't resonate with me. I was not into them for some reason. They're pleasant. They're nice to listen to, but they didn't make any kind of statement, as far as I could tell, that stuck with me. So that's my review. That's Nothing's the Great Dismal. Out October 30th, so already out. You can get it on cassette, you can get it on CD. I believe they have all kinds of multicolored vinyl that have been selling out, and merch all over the place. Follow them on Instagram, Band of Nothing, YouTube, Band of Nothing. Follow Relapse. Pick up their merch. Yeah, my favorite band delivers again. Absolutely wonderful album. Alright guys, signing off. Take care.